Hello and welcome to Flooring Models Kit View Time. Today we've got Right Models' latest release. This is the 1/35th scale PUMA. Again, the German sort of four-wheel drive, four-wheel steer light vehicle. So yeah, really nice. For some reason, I don't know why, but we've seen Pumas everywhere. You might remember over the last couple of weeks, we've actually reviewed the other one by Mini Art. And Mini Art now have released the one with a full interior. So the Mini Art kit, you get two versions. The external one, which looks really good if you're not into building the insides, or you can do it. This particular one, though, does come with everything straight off the bat and looks very nice indeed. So, as you can see, nice little bit of box art down in there as well. So you got your kit number for this one is 5110. All right. We've got some details on the box of what we can expect. So it looks like we get some stowage for it as well, which is quite nice. We said before, fully detailed engine and interior right the way through. And then just down in here, we get some of the other bits that go with it. So again, we've got four-wheel steering, so it can actually be posed, which is quite nice. So obviously, if you're getting around tight corners. Really nice job on that. And again, we've got wheels and hubs and various things and lots of other stuff as well. So quite exciting. So in the box, we are greeted by, we have quite a nice full box really. We've got the turret, we've got the main chassis, wheels, rubber wheels. Okay, I'm not a fan of rubber wheels. We'll have a look at those in a moment. Then we've got the upper deck. And as you might imagine, quite a few bags going through here, all separately bagged. We've got containers for stowage, more bits all inside, and we've got obviously duplicate sprues for a lot of the running gear, and again some stowage bins, and then down in here a very nice bag with all other bits down in here as well, so that's quite nice. All right, so in this lovely bag we have the clear parts. We've got a little bit of 3D printed parts, it looks like, as well. So again, clear parts, and then some stowage. We've got some bits down in here, rubber grommets as well. It looks like these may be resin or they're 3D printed, hard to tell, but we've actually got the muzzle brake bagged and clear. Well, we could look at that in a moment. We've got the tiniest little bag with an aerial. So you've got everything you could ever want in here. Nice little bit of photo etch, very nice indeed, and a correction sheet, which we'll have a look at as well. So as always, we will start in the old instructions for this particular one. All right, brace yourselves. I've got a feeling it's going to be very in-depth. So usual thing right the way through. It's talking about here cutting and removing parts away, various things to say right the way through. So running gear down in the bottom hull, if you like, going through all down in there, making up the suspension and all the sort of running gears down in this one. And then again, we've got the actual steering arms and things being fitted down onto this, clearly all of them because they all steer. And then all the other lumps and bumps, as you might imagine, going down into this one. All right, then we're adding onto it, obviously with the bottom part of our lower hull onto that sort of chassis onto it, then adding all the stuff inside as well for the drivetrain and things like that. So I assume this is the gearbox down in here. We've got some of the pedals being fitted as well, which obviously the pedals are made up of actually photo etch as well as the actual parts as well. And again, anything in yellow is technically photo etch parts in there. So you can see plenty of details into this one. All right, so nice details going down in here. So you got the rear steering position, as well as obviously the forward one as well being fitted down into there. And then we've got the engine. So a really nice detailed engine right the way through. So we've got all of this stuff going through and then the engine being put into the actual engine area itself. All right, and then spare wheel being fitted down onto this one. It's talking about the polycap way of doing it and all of those being fitted down onto here. And then working on the upper hull as well from the inside, adding all the internals for the hatches and the percolas and stuff like that. We've got the actual instrument panel for the drive-in positions. And then we've obviously got the hatches being fitted to the outside as well, right the way through. And again, you can have the rear for the sort of thing for the engine deck as well, opened or closed. Again, nice touch with that one because obviously you want to show that engine off if you put it down in there as well. Then obviously top and bottom's being fitted down on together. Then we've got the side skirts and the various parts all being added. Lots of fuel and water tanks being added onto this one as well in jerry can form all over it right the way through. All the plethora of all the external sort of, equipment and stuff being fitted down into this one as we're making our way up. So you've got jacks and various things going all over it right the way through. Then we can turn our attention over to the actual turret itself. So all the internals and externals being fitted down in here as well. So we've got a nice gun breech system down in here. We've got smoke dischargers being fitted as well with photo etch. right the way through. We've got the barrel, so again we've got it with the sort of standard breech at the end, or obviously with the actual cover over that one as well, and then various bits down in there into this one. All right, so yeah, various things. Sorry, muzzle, not breech, but actually it is 3D printed. So again, funny colour to do it in pink, I must admit, but it is quite nice nonetheless. All right, so some of those all being fitted down into it. Then we've got the markings down in here. So we've got a training unit, Germany 1940, with a sort of standard drab over it. And then obviously we've got the one with the Normandy with that three-tone with the grey, green, and sorry, well, brown, green, and dark brown onto that one as well. Is it Dunkelgreb? And a couple others from Normandy in 44 as well down in here. So again, personal choices on which ones you want to do with those. Very nice indeed. All right, so we've got a small correction sheet. Actually, I don't think this is a correction sheet. This is just for the added stowage items that are put onto this. So we've got the external fuel tanks as well, which I assume you can bolt on this somewhere. I don't know where, but it would show them. Anyway, we've got those down in those, and jerry cans as well with a nice bit of photo etch between those. So some really nice detailed stuff, complete with the fuel pump. So that's actually some very nice little add-on bits to those. So straight away, we're just going to look at some of the small parts. So we've got this tiny little aerial, and we've got the actual gun muzzle itself. So again, it is hollow, 3D printed, but it's really nice actually with having the jacket covering it as well for the actual muzzle on that one. So very nice with both of those as well. Then we've got some polycaps, making those up as well. Then we've got a nice bit of photo etch down in there. All right, decals, to be honest, we won't look at them. They'll be okay. Rifle stuff are always pretty good. Pretty standard flat ones on there, just like that. So that's very nice. All right, and then we will start. So down in here, we've got that sort of main chassis for the underside, looking really nice. Very good. Good, solid, crisp designs all the way through. Mixture of raised and recessed details under this one. A couple of ejection marks underneath, but they're tiny, tiny. So very, very nice indeed. And then obviously we've got the lower hull. And again, really nice with the textures underneath. We assume the ejector pins will all be hidden out of the way on all the bits and pieces. So that's pretty good. And then as you can see, good, bolt, sharp details all the way through. Looks very nice indeed. Then we've got the turret. The turret itself. Again, no real casting or anything else on this. So again, I assume it probably wasn't cast anyway. It was just sort of welded together. But there's no sort of, well, there is a little bit of beading just down here. You probably hear it. A little bit of beading as well for the weld beads. That looks pretty nice, no problem. On the inside, there's not a lot, but obviously you're going to be adding all that detail down into there, so that's fine. Then over here, we've got some of that stowage equipment. So we've got the jack, cutters, spreaders, things like that, fire extinguishers, usual bits and pieces just there. And again, I won't pop this one out, but again, more stowagey type items. So we've got guns, the MP40s, and then obviously we've got sidearms. And then obviously we've got canisters, helmets, things like that down in there, shovels, all the equipment. We've got some binoculars. Very nice indeed. Clear parts. So again, it's just percolas and things like that. Pretty standard, you might imagine. Wheels. Let's have a look at some wheels. So down in the wheels, got a nice tread pattern on these. No center seam running through this at all. We have got some mild writing on the outside. I don't know what the real thing. Oh, this side's got a lot more. So yeah, very nice indeed. Nice details. Actually, really nice tires, and they're very soft and squidgy. So you might get away with those. They're quite nice as well. So obviously a bag of tires. So you're going to get 9 in theory. So you got the spare at the back. All right. Okay. So then we can just move down into these. So. We've got a twin bag here with the various parts on. This is sprue C, so it looks pretty nice all the way through. And again, we have a nice close look. You've got all your various parts for the running gear down in here. We've got those hubs all the way through, which are really nicely done. Obviously, you're going to have a, as I said, that these I assume are going to go into here somehow, and then obviously the tyres will push on. So a nice little fit issue with them. Springs looking pretty good all the way through. All the various parts good, clean, crisp. Obviously, these are on a ball shaft as well, so it's posable with those tyres and all the rest of it. So yeah, actually that's really, really nice. Good, clean, sharp stuff with those. So obviously with this one you do get 2. All right, and then get them here. Okay, so upper hull, you can see, really nice again. Bolts on the top. These are recessed ones around in here. We are raised down on here, the sort of louver door business. The hinges look very good. We got the sides for the wings, looking very nice as well. Nicely detailed. Both of those. On the inside, obviously, there's not much in here, but you do have the bolt detail running down in here. We've got some extra armor plates on the inside as well with the bolts showing those in. So some nice details down in there. That's very nice. We've got this little guy. All right, so it's typical Riffield really. Really good, clean, crisp moulding down onto these. No flash, no sink marks, nothing to worry about on that point. I love the texture down on here. Very nice indeed. And again, on the blind side, very nice. So we've got one of the bigger parts with all the little bits on it here. Okay. Tons of stuff in here. Okay, sprue F, looking very nice again. Looks good. Got the bumper. All the parts down in here. The fuel tanks, I think those are. We've got all the various equipment down in here. And again, really good, clean. Even the small parts down in here, the smallest of the small parts, all looks beautifully done. Very nice down in here. Is that 33 or a 40? One or the other. Very nice, good, sharp. All it's beautifully done. Very, very nicely done indeed. So very nice with those ones. Okay, then we got some of the stowagey type items. I won't bother getting these out. So we've got some barrels, and this has obviously got the pump. So this is on sprue M. All right, very nice indeed. So we've got those. We've got jerry cans, so we've got plenty of stowage for the top. And obviously don't forget we've got the photo etch that goes with these to really complete those jerry cans and make them look nice. All right, now we've got some parts of the engines. Okay, so sprue A. Looks very nice, and so some really nice details down in here with these engines. All the parts, we've got the fan belts and various things. Looking very, very good. Top of the engine. Drive, various bits and pieces. So yeah, looking very good, clean. All the ejector pins are really nice, clean. Slightly recessed and just completely out of the way. No problems with any of that, I don't think. That's very nice indeed. Okay, and last up, we've got some of the insides for the turret on sprue S. So again, very, very nice. We've got the gun breech down the back here. Man tools, things like that. So I tell you what's really lovely, there's hardly any burring at all. Tiniest little bit of burring down on the barrel. So really not even a mass cleanup required with that one. Some really nice little details. Smoke discharger plates down in here. You've got a photo etch that goes with that as well. Very, very nice indeed. There we have it. To be honest, let's face it, we are absolute sport now because I've got a 70-second kit down in there to review of one of these as well. Obviously we've got 3 different versions as far as I know as well with this particular one as well. Obviously got the Mini Art one as a standalone, the one with full interior, and now we've got this one. If I'm honest with you, this one, I think if you're going to be posing the wheels and the gears, looks a little bit, this one's fully designed to have it all move. The other one, it's not really, but you could easily, you know, make it do it. It's not a problem as well. So if you did want all the wheels turning and that, as if it's doing a tight turn, you could do it. This one's got a ton of stowage with it as well, which adds another level. But again, this one here has got everything you could ever want and go with it. You could do the Mini Art one as well if you wanted to do that one, or you haven't. Or you can just hold out and go for the giant one and do a 1/16 one as well. So take your pick, really. There's absolutely no excuse now for people not building a PUMA, even though it doesn't have a rotor on it. So anyway, that's the one I'm waiting for. Really, really nice kit. Definite must.